Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we're going to be doing the Final Fantasy XIV quest, Tanks for the Memory. Ronitt looks primed to fire a particularly cheery dwarven greeting in your general direction. Just who I was hoping to see. Ollie ho to you. A fine lolly ho if I ever heard one. So the last time we spoke, we've been busier than ever. Our first paying customers, Erolova and Kobleva, have already started using rolling tankers to ferry their goods about. So far, there have been no reports of any horrendous accidents or anything, which is a relief. We'll be aiming for the same high level of quality for the rest of the tanks, and thanks to our new friends, word's been getting around fast. Orders have been flying in thick and fast. This is going better than I dreamed. This calls for a celebration. Of course, it wouldn't be the same without all the others, so I'll go and round them up in the meantime. Why don't you go over to the Clear Melt and wait with Lorathia? Oh, I see you're the opposite of what they call fashionably late. Since you're here, you can help me get everything ready. I'm surprised you resisted the temptation to start digging in before we got here. I bet you ain't never seen a feast like this. We've got the best grub Norvon has to offer. Ulyss and Silek even brought a keg of their famous ale over from Right. Why would they carry something so heavy all this way? I hear you cry. Yeah, that's right. By tank, of course. Those things might be armed to the teeth with some of the world's most advanced weaponry, but it's what they carry that makes the real difference. People across the land can get what they need, when they need it. Not to mention a few of life's luxuries, too. Seems all your hard work has finally paid off. To think that Right is at long last able to produce its own ale again. Thanks to you and Ronitt, we've had the best barley crops in years. Even our very first batches earned the approval of our village's most demanding beer aficionados. And due to the much improved quality of the soil, we've even begun growing our own fruit. The juice of which we've brought for the younger ones and teetotalers to enjoy. Alright everyone, it's time for a toast, so raise a tankard of ale, or a tankard of juice if you're a mewling whelp like Ronitt. Watch it, Azog, or you'll be wearing that drink of yours. To the continued success of Watts Animal and all of our friends. Cheers! Shay there, miss. You don't seem drunk in the slightest. I once like to say to Shay, I courage at least. Finish your sentence before you fall asleep. I think what we mean is we all owe you our heartfelt thanks, especially Ronitt. Before you showed up, he wouldn't say boo for a goose, but now he's turned into a great leader. Must be from your example. We know you've got other people out there who need you. So it would be selfish to expect you to stay, but we're grateful for the time you've spent with us. It means a lot, it really does. If you're ever passing through, be sure to pay us a visit. Anyway, we'd best be heading back to the anvil. Safe travels. Oh, there you are. It looks like we're just talking about you. We were wondering if the ale was to your liking, and then it occurred to me that you may not even drink in the first place. Do you partake in the odd tipple? Yes and no, the volume varying in accordance with the nature of said occasion. I happy one such as this calls for more than a mere sip or two, I dare say. Can I say, sighed Luke, how wonderful it is to see you in such high spirits? You're like a changed man. A change we have you to thank for. Considering all you've done for us in our village, I can't imagine how we will ever repay you. So if there's aught you need, just say the word. My sentiments exactly. I dread to think what would have become of us without your intervention. Yes, we owe a debt of gratitude to Master Ronitt as well. Thanks to him and his automaton, my father's dream has at long last come true. If we take a leaf out of Ronitt's book by combining ingenuity with hard work, there's nothing we cannot achieve. And next time you come to write, we'll have something new to show you. Our doors are always open, so don't be a stranger. Ah, I almost forgot to ask, but have you spoken with Zog? It seems there's something she would like to discuss with you. Have you eaten your fill? I'm sure she has room for some more. Have you tried those wrigglers from Amarang? You can pluck up the courage, they're quite delicious. Yeah, I can't get enough of them. Just thinking about them is making me queasy. Come on, live a little. It's like I always say, youth is wasted on the young. Yes, it'll even be more of a waste if a gifted engineer like me chokes to death on some godforsaken worm. Gotta look after myself if I want those plans of ours to come to fruition. Anyway, Larathia, I'll bet your best years are still ahead of you. In fact, why don't you come and help out at Watt's Anvil? It's gotta be better than drinking tea and soaking in the hot springs all day. You get to my age, you'll learn to appreciate things like that. You mark my words. So, one dude to let my skills get rusty. I suppose I could pop over and do a spot of welding from time to time. Actually, there's something I want to say to you. Most of my life I've been living according to others' expectations without thinking about what I want. Thanks to you, I've made up my mind. Like you, I'm going to pursue my own goals, my own dreams. That's why I've decided to carry on here, where I can express myself and be who I want to be. Rather than waste my life being bound by traditions and rules, I want to be free to go where I please and do as I please. But don't you want to go back to your village? All of those here have permission to travel between Tomra and the Anvil whenever they want. What about you? Well, it's not as though I've been banished. Not yet, anyway. I can hardly go back to Comra now, can I? From this day forth, I am no longer a Gog. I shall only live only as a Zog. Descendant of Watts himself, I answer to no one. But you just take off your helmet like that. It's indecent. He's just being flustered by the sight of a pretty girl. How can he expect to beat me in a battle of wits if he turns into a babbling buffoon every time I take my helmet off? Watt's hammer is as good as mine. That reminds me, I should get started on my next creation, prove my superiority once and for all. Time to head back to the anvil. It looks like I might be joining you sooner rather than later. You youngs have brought me some much-needed excitement. I can't wait to see what you'll come up with next. That Azog, ain't she got no shame? Just as she don't want to go back to Comra, there's no need to expose herself like that. I know you're going to throw her a Gog, so I don't expect you to understand, but you agree with me, don't you? Oh, what? No, absolutely not. Never. I'd rather lose my whole damn head than remove my helmet. This is all Azog's fault. She needs a bloody good talking to. But she can wait. Buggered, I can't remember what I was going to say now. Something about thanking you or whatever it was. I was just express my gratitude for sticking with me through thick and thin. You don't look like this whole plan was going to blow up in my face. I know sometimes I can get a bit jealous of you having so many talents compared to me, being the savior of the blood and world and all that. But I know you ain't doing it to steal my thunder. You're just trying to be a good friend. And you are. The very best. Bloody hells, keep this up and I'll start bawling like a newborn. Anyway, the struggle to get those tanks might be over, but me, Azog, and the others will carry on here. So if you feel like showing off those little skills of yours, you know where to come. And in the meantime, best of luck with saving the world or whatever you'll be doing. Well, that was the quest. Thanks for the memory. Thank you for joining us here today for this little video here on YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you again either for another video here on YouTube or maybe one of our mini streams over on Twitch at the same channel name. Till then, though, I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.